Seated Indian style hip stretch. Just gonna sit Indian style just as you would in elementary school. All right, trying to push your knees down, drop your chest down for a 3 to 5 second hold, breathing out. And then looking back up and back down. And then you want to switch legs, repeat. Make sure you're breathing in and out as you go through. Lying hip internal rotation. Lying on your back. Take your one foot, cross it over. Let it pull your opposite knee down and to the inside. Trying to keep your hips on the ground to the best you can. Just holding that stretch and repeat. Kneeling hip flexor stretch with an iso extension. So you're gonna take a knee. All right, the knee that's down, you're gonna grab the back foot. You can start with your hand on the ground. If you can sit up, that's ideal. From here, just gonna press into your hand as if you're trying to push your foot into the ground, but you're gonna hold it. Hold it for 5, and then relax. Try to pull it up a little bit higher. Extend, press into that hand. Hold it for 5. Keep trying to pull it up a little bit higher, and try to sit up as tall as you can. T-spine press up. What you're gonna do, lying on your stomach, take both hands, put them underneath your chin, and take one hand, put it behind your head. You're gonna press away with the hand on the ground, looking towards your elbow. Again, hold from 3 to 5, come back down. Trying to keep your hips on the ground the whole time, looking in the direction that you're going. Lying hamstring stretch with extension, lying on your back. Taking one leg, raise it up, grab it right behind your knee. You're gonna pull it up as high as you can, then you're just trying to extend your leg. Make sure your toes pulled up. Trying to extend, squeezing the quad as hard as you can. Holding for 5. Relax, repeat. Prone swimmers, with this, we're trying to take our shoulder capsule, okay, through that full range of motion. So you're gonna start on your stomach, taking your hands behind your head.
Pull the elbows back as far as you can. Extend out, making sure you're squeezing your fist. Pull back as far as you can. Slowly trying to rotate the hand, raising the arms up as high as you can. Bring them to your back and relax. Then go through the same motion just the other way. Pull the elbows back, extend the elbow, getting the hands up as high as you can. Try to reach toward the ceiling. Slowly rotate the hand. Ending in that starting position. Reset.
With this one, same thing. You're trying to go through about 10 seconds per rep. 10 seconds per rep each time you go through it, nice and slow. So first thing you're gonna do is pull your knee up as high as you can. Then you're gonna grab it, try to pull a little bit higher. Then let your hand off your knee, trying to keep that knee right where it is. All right, so you're gonna pull it up as high as you can. Use the wall for balance. Hold for 5. Pull your knee up, hold it here for 5. Slowly release your hand, trying to keep your knee in the same position without letting your knee drop. Holding for 5 here again, and repeat. Hold for 5. Slowly release the hand, trying to activate that hip flexor, keeping the knee right where it is, and then relax. Trying to take your hip through that full range of motion, just like we did with the shoulder. Now we're doing it with the hip. Okay, so you're gonna use the wall for support. Raise the knee up as high as you can. Open as far as you can, keeping your hips forward. Rotate the leg, trying not to compensate at the spine. Taking it through that full range, squeeze the glute, get it back as far as you can, keeping the knee bent and down. And then you're gonna go back the other way. Make sure the core is engaged. Squeeze the glute, out, rotate, back around, and relax. Going through those 90-90 hip rotations or transitions. Remember, looking down the back leg, trying to keep our heels planted in the ground right where they are. Make sure everything's at a 90-degree angle. Opening up that back knee, nice and slow, till you physically can't keep the opposite knee on the ground. Once you feel it start to raise up, actively pushing your knees apart. Still nice and slow, keeping your heels right where they are. Finishing with the opposite leg forward. And then you can go right back in to the other side. Nice and slow, think 10 seconds per rep. Actively pushing the knees away. And relax. It's a 3-way foot tap. Standing on one leg, slight bend in the knee. All right, you're gonna try to stand on the one leg the whole time. Reaching out as far forward as you can, as far to the side as you can, and then opening and reaching out as back as far as you can. Trying to keep the upper body tall. Still facing forward as you reach back, and then back to the middle. Ab reach up. Same thing with this, keeping our low back pushed into the ground. Arms up, reaching up as far as you can, squeezing our abs, pushing the low back into the ground. Staying in this position the whole time, reaching and alternating legs. Try to keep your knees in line as you alternate legs, squeezing the abs hard, pushing the low back into the ground. Side plank with clamshell. So with this, make sure everything's in line. Knees, hips, shoulders. You want to be in a straight line. As I plank up, I'm then going to open up into a clamshell, holding for 5, and reset. Make sure everything stays in line, and my ankles are staying together, feet stay together as I bridge up. Squeeze hard, make sure you're pressing into the ground with the elbow and the knee, holding for 5, reset. Isometric, internal, external rotation for the shoulder again, just now in an adductor position. Press into the wall as hard as I can, and then pull off the wall as hard as I can. Make sure abs are engaged. All right, we're not arching at the low back. You're just using that posterior shoulder to pull your hand off the wall.